Welcome back to another episode of my trading vlog, where most of my views come from returning subscribers. If that's you, give yourself a thumbs up. Remember, analyze, make a plan, follow the plan. No fear, no doubt. Let's talk about PLBY first, then we'll get to AMC, GameStop, SPY, the dollar, and we'll just see how far we get. I want to just knock this out as fast as I can. We had earnings reported, and guess what? Oh, they were not great. Really not great. There was a couple of factors there. The biggest one, I think, is that the license agreements in China that PLBY has been working on went back to the negotiating table. So they were not pulling in that revenue, not yet, which is something I was banking on. Go figure. Go figure. That's all right. It's going to be another 3 to 6 month hold, and that's okay. There's a couple of things that were really important to take away from the earnings, and I think it's that they're slimming down the company still. They're still cutting down. They're going to get rid of Lovers and Honey Birdette. Pretty sure that was the corporate speak I heard there. And they're going to focus on just the brand and the creator platform. I have a lot of faith that the creator platform will be successful. They're paying 80% of the income from the creator content back to the creator, which is amazing. That is exactly the way it should be. The vast majority should go to them. So I'm very happy to hear that. Overall, I think we're going to see better returns in the future as they narrow down their business, cut costs, and grow the creator platform. I think that's the right way that the company should go, and the CEO is pursuing that. It's going to be another hold, and that's okay. Lately, the price has been coming up, and the price is still above my cost basis, so I'm happy. I am holding some calls. They don't expire until July, so I'm going to hold on to those. For the time being, it's just kind of like just a buy and hold situation. You can see that after hours, we had a dip, of course, as those earnings came out and the price recovered a little bit. Closed today at 186, currently sitting at 180. It's really not that bad. I'm going to zoom out into the daily time frame for just a moment. You can see this extreme downtrend. This makes a lot of sense given where the company was. I think we're starting to see a basing through here, an ending diagonal signaling the end of this trend. You can see that I'm forecasting a push up to 217, breaking this downtrend in an ABC corrective move heading higher. And implied volatility is currently positively correlated with the price. That is to say, IV is rising and so is the price. When that happens, hey, guess what? This is probably a new motive wave, less a corrective wave. More likely, I believe we're going to see 239 and then a retracement, maybe some sideways grind before pushing out and up. And this process could take 3 months. It really could, because take that long. I think we need earnings to show positive cash flow. Ben Kahn, the CEO, is still optimistic that we're going to get that positive neutral cash flow. And the way to achieve that is going to be through cutting the losses of Honey Birdette and Lovers out of the picture. The creator content is growing. It is going to work, I believe. Anyway, the chart is indicating that this downtrend's probably over. We're probably about to break this downtrend. We're going to have to wait and see, though. Price has to prove it. There's a triple bullish divergence in the RSI on the daily time frame that has resulted in a push higher. I think that seeing the RSI pull up after touching 50 is a good omen. I really won't be happy, though, until I see the RSI reach overbought. Volume has been relatively low in terms of spikes, but generally has been above the 30-day average. And there's a lot of buy volume through here. Just because the bar is green doesn't mean that it's all buy volume. It's just that the day was green. So you can see in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Only 2 red days. Not too bad, really. The MACD is starting to pull up. It's almost into the bullish side of the indicator above zero. Histograms showing some weakness there. We could see a continued uptrend here despite these earnings. And that is probably bargain hunting, speculating. I want to say we're seeing this price base. I really do. This diagonal began way back last year, and I did a simple 1, 2, 3 ABC corrective push lower target at 175. We reached that. Price is below there, as base below there, and is now pulled higher, ending the day above 182, which was a level Joe pointed out in the Discord. I'm not sure why that's a good level to point out. I didn't really ask. I just put it down, and you can see that it's acting as support now, which is cool. We're going to zoom into the hourly time frame. This is looking good, right? This looks like a strong impulse, a nice 1, 2, 3 corrective wave. Waiting to see this downtrend test soon. Implied volatility is going crazy, hanging out at 260%. That's nuts. That's higher than AMC right now. Let's go look at AMC. I think AMC might be moving through another measured move down, where we're currently in a diagonal that's characterized by ABC motions between opposing trendline touches, which is typically a pretty poor omen. It means that current trend's ending, and here it's pointing up. When you get a triangle in wave B, there's probably one more impulse in the prevailing trend, and here it's probably down. And every time I look at this, it's like, hey, that $2 target keeps coming up. So 219 is the corrective target for this pattern. Maybe you're gonna say cap, but look at that. I think I did this on the daily time frame, and that made more sense because you don't want to get targets below 0. That just doesn't make sense to do that. So yeah, if I take this there, yeah, I definitely do this on a daily. Target becomes 219. At any rate, there was a bullish reversal level here at 497, and we broke above, back tested, set a new high, and there's still a chance. There is still a chance that we're going to see another push higher, up to 650 or 766. So this is the opposing analysis that's a little more bullish. I'm gonna get rid of that diagonal though, and that's just based on this impulse bounce that we got off of the $4 mark, and this would only be the first impulse in a corrective 3-wave form. Remember, waves A and C are motive, but really seeing the price fail to get above $6. This is bad, and I think part of the problem is that Ape is taking some of that value from AMC, rising, and now testing this downtrend again. Wave B here just keeps going, but I think ultimately we're going to see an ABC corrective wave down here as well. So that's what I've got for AMC. It looks like we may have corrected that. We may have finished that corrective trend, and Ape took some of that thunder. Well, we'll be looking for more downside in the near future. GameStop is moving sideways. We had a big push off of earnings. Obviously, a flag never played out. We went down for gap fill. Didn't quite get there. We're bouncing now. This could be a relief rally, and we'll see that the price heads down one more time from here. I know that's never what people want to hear about the meme stocks, but hey, I'm the realist here. I do want to say this looks like there could be a V bottom, and perhaps that's already played out, reaching that target at 2052. This looks like it could be motive, which is awesome. I think from here on out, we're going to be looking for a correction to retrace. This could be, again, the first impulse wave and a corrective wave heading higher, in which case we're looking for a retracement, possibly down as far as 1879 before going back up. I think I might buy some if we see the price come down here. Let's go look at the dollar really quickly, because the dollar has been doing weird stuff for a while now. It's just moving sideways in the hourly time frame. I caught these reversals really well, and then I said, hey, it's time to bounce. And, well, we didn't bounce. We're just going sideways, nice and easy. This probably won't change until the debt ceiling is discussed, or, well, until Congress passes or doesn't pass the legislation in time. I guess it just depends on the timing of the passing of the legislation. That's the best way to put it. Let's go look at SPY. SPY's been dumb, just so dumb. It's just bouncing around this trading range. I want to say I told you so. I think I did at some point say we could be grinding sideways for a very long time. Something else too to acknowledge is that there is a possibility that we'll be going all the way up to 431 before we go lower, and yeah, we're not quite there yet. Just sideways in this big rectangle, big trading zone. I've stopped trading SPY because it's just nuts. This intraday action is just, it's like, what is this? This is like so wacky for SPY, I think personally. Just a lot of straight line moves, right? Not a whole lot of chop. There used to be a whole lot of chop. Now that's really not the case. You may be seeing this little bull flag here and get really excited. But don't. There's still pre-market. Don't worry. We'll see how it turns up tomorrow. That's all for now. Happy trading.